All right, let's talk about something that I think might have been the most important thing that I learned this season. And not that I didn't know about it beforehand, but I just felt like it didn't play as big of a role in the consistency in which I was running into really big fish. And that was when the water was clear and clean, you were going to catch or get into some more consistent, bigger fish. And this is a very interesting thing because there's many different reasons for this, there's many different reasons for this to be the case. And my thought on this is, number one, the bass want to have water that they can breathe lots, that is very well oxygenated, that they can breathe a lot of clean oxygen out of, as well as I think it's a lot easier for them to hunt and track down bait fish when they can visually sense and feel where the fish are. When the water's super dirty and murky, I don't think that that is necessarily as easy for them to do. But this doesn't take away from the fact that if the water is a little bit weedy, like there maybe is some eelgrass and seaweed in the water, that is dirty, I guess you could say, but I don't think that that is necessarily very what I would call like dirty, muddy looking water. I think that having that cleaner water is something that those bass are looking for. And what I found was when you would find clean water, and you would most of the time find that when the water is deepest. So what I would do to look for cleaner water was I would go to find a spot that might have been out on the point of a cove, or there might have been a steep cliff drop off, and that would be where I'd find the cleaner water. That water also, when it is cleaner, tends to be a little bit cooler in temperature as well, so that might play a factor into the bass being there. They want to find that cooler water. But the other thing I always stress when I'm talking about striped bass is wind direction, especially off of places like rocks. Wind direction is a very important thing because it's going to blow the bait around, and a lot of the time that will actually blow bait in. And if the water is not dirty by texture, it's not the right word, but like dirty, you know what I mean by texture, like dirty by like the salinity in the water is much dirtier. And I think that when that happens, the fishing might not be as good. Obviously, if there's bait that can break the rules, but if you can find where the wind's blowing onshore, but it is clean, so maybe it's dirty further in where there's a lot of particles in the water and it's a little bit more difficult for them to breathe. When you can find that, and then there's a transition line between where it's going to be dirty and then where it's going to be clean again, I think that that cleaner area a lot of the time is where those bass will be staging up and will be feeding. And I've always found where I've had wind blowing onshore, blowing bait in, and cleaner water like that, where you're finding like a place where the water's deep, clean, you're going to find a much, much better chance at getting into some really nice bass than you would if you were just trying to target where the wind's blowing onshore, or just trying to target like clear water. So I hope this helped you guys out in the future, and you can kind of look around for some clean, clear water and catch some big fish. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.